Fun fact about my father that people don't know about, he couldn't cook.
This is my grandfather, Frank Jafrida. And this was my Nana, Irene Jafrida. I'm Katerina Primavera. I'm the granddaughter of Frank and Irene Jafrida. He was the owner of the Hilltop Steak House. Is that the old Hilltop?
Yeah, then upstairs.
You should really show them what this.
I know, but it's too.
But that's what it used to look like.
Across from the Hilltop, there's Walmart, right? That was my father's land. He had a little, literally red house that looked like you took it out of Kansas where Dorothy lived. That's where we lived. And then when they wanted to leave, look in the suburbs, they were driving by and they saw this and it was just framed. You could walk right through. There was no drywall or anything. And he must have liked it and called somebody and said, "What's going on with that house?" And they said, "Oh, right now the people are getting divorced. It's for sale." So we bought it for 40 grand as is. And that's how we ended up here.
It took over 2 years of finish work before we could move in.
Yeah.
Because my father was meticulous in the woodwork. Just painting the baseboards alone, he made sure he color-coded the baseboards to match the woodwork. For the 70s, that wasn't something typically done.
Look at they don't make these anymore. These are all cast iron, but you can see the lines. They drew lines so it looked like wood.
I don't know where he got these people. They were like artists. The attention to detail of this house, you'll never see it again. It was just insane.
They had visions in their head. And my grandfather said to my Nana, "Do whatever you want to the house." He did the interior design at Hilltop. My grandfather was like, "I trust you to design the house." That's what she did. But she had some help with an interior designer.
I think if you look at the details that they put into the house, it's something that people didn't do and still don't do. If you were to come in the front door, you see the wood above the stairs. It's the same wood over here. The baseboards have the wood cut out.
And then
the lanterns, originally when the wallpaper was in the side entrance, the front door had the birdcage, and then you come inside and the wallpaper matched, and you looked up and the light matched. Who does that?
When they built this house, everything was meticulously done. From the utility room to the living room, dining room, to all the furnishings, to all the fixtures, to all the window treatments, everything was meticulously done. And they used all the finest people. When we did the outdoor landscaping, my father hired one of the best landscapers to do the exterior landscaping. And even to this day, you look at the placement of the rocks and the pagodas, and there was so much thought into placement and where everything was going to go. This was their showcase. This was their home, and it felt like a home. It didn't feel like a museum for us. It felt like a home. As much as it was beautiful and decorated nicely, it felt warm. It felt like a home.
I think of your dad as Western.
Yeah.
And John Wayne and Cowboys, and I think of your mom this way.
So you know that long, iconic chandelier when you first walked in?
I saw it in New York, I think, with my mother. He goes, "Oh, I love that chandelier." And they're like, "Well, it's on hold. John Wayne is looking to buy it." But I was like, if it's good enough for John Wayne, it's good enough for me, because that's my father's idol, John Wayne, because that's how he made the Hilltop. So it was really cool. He bought it.
Back in the day, we all lived on the basement floor. They picked the downstairs primarily because it overlooks the backyard. And the backyard was pretty big. We had swing sets and trolleys, and we drove the golf cart so they could see where we were. They didn't want to be up here. This was more remote.
This was really not used, this kitchen.
This kitchen was not used. The small kitchen was used and the basement kitchen was used. And the basement was just, one big open concept floor space, and that's where we all lived.
I posted this on TikTok and everyone went crazy over it.
The exercise room is more where you and I played.
Yeah.
That was sort of our playroom area.
Everything in here was a clown theme. So there's a big clown right there. So this was all custom made as well too. The whole exercise room was all custom.
Tina and I had the free run of upstairs, and there were many a times she'd chase me down the hall, and I would chase her down the hall. This was a really long hall.
And then this is the sunken bar.
And then we had the bar, and they were pretty progressive to have all that alcohol displayed in the bar with young kids.
But my grandparents, they weren't big drinkers. They honestly, when my grandmother passed away, we found so many boxes and unopened bottles. That was like from their anniversary that they didn't even touch.
But they weren't big drinkers.
No, but they
But it looked
they had the
pretty.
bar displayed with every imaginable alcohol you could have. Tina and I would never, I mean, my mother would kill us.
This is in Florida, but this is my sister Francesca, the one you met, and this is my Nana.
She was very creative, and I think that reflected on the house, the way she decorated. I mean, she did have interior decorators, but it was also her flair for fashion.
She would always take me up to her closets, and I love fashion myself. So going up to her wardrobe was so cool. She had a loft closet. This was her to-go closet. If she was going somewhere, she'll grab a jacket and she'll just get out the door. She loved clothes. This is where my grandmother kept her fur hats, her fur jackets. Here was just boxes and boxes and boxes.
She worked for R.H. Stearns in Boston. She did the window decorating, so she would decorate the mannequins. So she had definitely an eye for fashion and making the mannequins look good and the whole scenery.
I absolutely loved her closets, and I loved her fashion sense. Before she passed away, she would get up every single morning and she would get her hair, because her hair would be up in like birds, like this updo. Perfect. Like she would put her makeup on first thing in the morning. She would just get dressed, and all she would have to do is just get out of bed. She doesn't have to do her hair. Her hair is already done. She would go every Thursday, and she would always dress to impress.
This was a happy home. We had tons of parties, tons of family events. I remember back when Senator Kennedy went for re-election, we had a big fundraiser party here. We've had more celebrity singers here, parties here. My dad was known to throw the best parties ever.
Honestly, like after posting it on TikTok, people were like, oh my God, like that's such like a cool like house. Like, you know, they should bring back the bold house, that interior design. Honestly, I agree.
As much as we didn't want to touch upon the house and change things, we do understand that the new homeowners aren't going to want the wallpaper and the shag carpet. And as much as it pained my sister and I to change things, you know, we were trying to make it more appealing to the masses. And, you know, we did update it so it's more move-in ready for a family.
I know they won't get to see the original interior, but I mean, this house has so much personalities, even without the wallpaper.
It was a beautiful home to grow up in. I mean, it still is a beautiful home.
Whoever gets this home next will have a beautiful home.
I just hope whoever gets the house has a happy home life here, because growing up, this was a happy home.
It's so empty in here, but it has so much character still with the original interior.
Yeah.
Sad to see the house go, but I'm also happy to find a family who's going to be loving and is going to enjoy this home the way we did.